Hey there everybody, this is your boy and I'm feeling a little sick right now. I feel a sore throat coming on and some other cold-like symptoms, but let's just hope that I survive through this review, and if I start coughing up blood, then we're just gonna push through it, okay? Lady Bird was written and directed by Greta Gerwig. She's an American actress, screenwriter, and well-rounded filmmaker overall. She has a directing credit with Joe Swanberg on Nights and Weekends, according to IMDb, but Lady Bird is really her first official solo directing effort. And I'm hoping she directs a lot more films in the future because she shows a lot of promise with this film. I have to say, I went into this film begrudgingly because it just looked like something that I wouldn't be into, but it's actually pretty great. Lady Bird is a coming-of-age tale about a girl named Christina growing up in Sacramento. She's played by Saoirse Ronan, and this story is really just about her trying to find herself. She's not content with her living situation, her family situation, or her school situation. She goes by the name Lady Bird, which she gave to herself as a way of trying to break away from her old identity, and this film follows her as she goes on this journey to make something of herself. I wouldn't go as far to say that this film is a masterpiece, but it's very, very well made, and I think a big part of the reason why it works so well is because of how good the writing is and how well paced it is. Greta Gerwig has a really great sense of humor, and it really shows. I wasn't just laughing every now and again. This film is consistently funny and sometimes hilarious. The story doesn't span over several years or anything like that, but you can tell from watching that a lot of time is compressed within this 1.5 hour runtime, which I thought was really impressive. And minus a couple of jarring jump cuts, this film never feels rushed, but it also never loses steam. This may not apply to everyone, but one thing I really liked about Lady Bird is how relatable it was. Like the main character, I also went to a religious private school during the same time period that this film takes place, and all the set pieces, all the technology, all the classroom environments, and all the uniforms and outfits were so accurate. What was even more strange is that the main character goes to private school for one of the same exact reasons I went to private school, and it's because her parents felt that the local public school wasn't safe enough and it didn't foster a good learning environment. A lot of the same attitudes that she exhibits in this film felt very accurate to how I, and probably many other people, felt growing up in a middle-class family during the early 2000s. And this story comes from a genuinely profound place. It doesn't feel like another generic coming-of-age tale. The biggest conflict of this movie revolves around Lady Bird trying to get into this prestigious college on the East Coast, and her mother, played by Laurie Metcalf, who is great in this movie, won't allow her to do that because it's too expensive. Now, the whole struggle of a protagonist trying to get into a prestigious college when the odds are against them has been done plenty of times, and this part of the story could have easily felt too familiar or probably even boring. But what makes it so believable is the performances by Laurie Metcalf and Saoirse Ronan. They are fantastic. They bounce off of each other very naturally, and the dialogue between them is very raw. There's plenty of dialogue scenes where they talk over each other and don't wait for each other to finish their sentences, which is something we don't see a lot of in film now. And the bickering between them feels like real bickering between a teenager and their parent. Tracy, who's also very good in this film, plays the father of Lady Bird, and he's a lot more kind and a lot more understanding of Lady Bird's desire to go to a really nice college on the East Coast. And I really just like how this whole debacle really makes for some great and interesting character development between the various members of this family. What also makes this film feel fresh is how unpredictable it is. There was a couple of different times when I thought I knew where this film was going to go, and every single time it goes into a different direction, and I really like that. I really like it when a film can go against my expectations and keep me guessing constantly. The cinematography is good overall. I wouldn't call it anything exceptional, but it works and it services the film perfectly fine. I can't think of a whole lot of problems with this film. There's a couple of jump cuts here and there that were kind of jarring, like I mentioned earlier, and there were some other small technical things that I noticed, which I guess you can expect from a low-budget film like this. The lighting looks strange sometimes. I remember this classroom shot in particular where it seems like there's no light coming from any of these nearby windows, as if they shot it at night or something. None of the minor issues in Lady Bird mattered to me a whole lot though, because the two lead performances are great, the story is great, it's very relatable, and this is just a very enjoyable and uplifting film. Guys, I really liked Lady Bird. Go see it if you get the chance. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. Thanks for watching this review, everyone. I really appreciate it. Let me know what you thought about Lady Bird in the comments section below, and leave me a recommendation on some things I should watch and review next while you're down there. If you like this video, then hit that like button or share this video, or both, whichever you prefer. And if you're a real stand-up citizen, then subscribe to my channel because that's how awesome you are. Okay, I'm starting to die now, so this is your boy Jay. Have a great day. Hopefully I don't puke my guts out after I'm done signing off here, and yeah, I'll see you next time.